Top 10 books from Letty Cottin Pogrebin. Bio. Letty Cottin Pogrebin is an American author, journalist, lecturer, and social activist. She is a founding editor of Ms. magazine, the author of 12 books, and was the editorial consultant for the TV special Free to Be You and Me, for which she earned an Emmy. Book number 10. Family Politics, 1983, an even-toned, optimistic discussion of the belief systems underlying family interactions, intent on saving what works and replacing what doesn't. Read this, then, for its steady articulation of contemporary dilemmas and its wholehearted commitment to happy family life, even if you question some unfortunate overstatements and question its thematic association of men with power, women with love. Number 9. Growing Up Free, 1980. Mourning everything you wanted to know about sex, role, stereotyping, and how to combat it. The problem of sexism is a real one, yes, a cultural sledgehammer, but Pogrebin has also written a sledgehammer of a book, too much, too heavy-handed. Book number 8, Getting Yours, 1975. Once the Queen Bee, Mrs. Pogrebin demoted herself via liberation. A good deal of this self-actualizing advice has become self-evident by now, but there's lots of supplementary material. When, where, how, organisations, educations, loans, etc. to firm up the facts behind her own experience, drive and sophisticated awareness of every nuance which puts and keeps women down. Number 7. Among Friends, 1987. Pop sociology exploring the changing face of friendship in today's culture. Pop sociology, to be sure, but she's got a large and loyal following, and her topic is enough with us to draw crowds. Book number 6, Getting Over, Getting Older, 1996. Yet another feminist offers up an up-close and personal examination of trekking into middle age. While there is undeniably much that is thoughtful and useful in this volume, it's often buried in anecdotes about family and friends, less interesting to general readers than to the author. Book number 5, Deborah Golder and Me, 1991. Expressly following the feminist dictum that the personal is political, Pogrebin, a founding editor of MS magazine, mixes memoir with reportage to chart a dual commitment to Judaism and feminism, an odd hybrid in which the personal and political awkwardly jostle one another and tend to get hopelessly mixed up in the fray. Number 4, Single Jewish Male Seeking Soulmate, 2015. The son of a Holocaust survivor has a hard time keeping his promise to his parents. A clear-eyed, courageous presentation of Jewish issues, and not a bad story either. Book number 3, How to Be a Friend to a Friend Who's Sick, 2013. A cancer survivor channels her audio into reflections on the nature of empathy and friendships. The useful refresher course on navigating the complicated territory of compassionate companionship. Number 2, Three Daughters, 2001. The co-founder of MS magazine, fashion and editing, including the kitchen sink debut novel about 3 Jewish stepsisters, feminists coming of age and then aging amid parental deceit. Is this a novel of doctoral file flax pages from a lifetime of hoarding and culling? Number 1, Shanda, a memoir of shame and secrecy, 2022. Of family secrets, roles not taken, private failings, and other incidents that induce Shanda, the Yiddish word for shame. A wise, funny look behind the curtains of a family that it would seem as little to be ashamed of. Which is your favourite book? Let me know in the comments below.